Well, was able to find a trade on my morning stream today. Action was really slow, like a 20-point range, but still able to find something, walking away green. If you didn't know, I stream these trades live every morning at market open on my main channel, Trades by Matt. Also, 90% off on Apex ends very soon, within 24 hours. So if you're trying to get an Apex account for 90% off the first month, 80% off every month after, you can use code TBM. But if it's after the fact, you can always use TBM, code TBM, for the best available discount out there. So don't worry, but 90% off is happening soon. Let's go and dive into the recap. Yo, good morning. How we doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, May 22nd. My daughter is 3 years old today. It's her birthday. Exciting stuff. Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Yesterday was fun. Thanks for hanging out with us yesterday on the charity stream. We raised like $11,035 for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Pretty epic. And today, hopefully we get some better market movement. You know, I will say I loaded up my screens, and anytime my screens load up and it is a 2-point interval on the 5-minute chart, it's not usually a good sign. Not usually a good sign for it to be a 2-point interval, but I like to keep it on 10s usually. Looks like nothing. Potential VWAP open, but we're just not going to worry about that right now, right? We're in a good mood. We're not going to worry about the markets going just ultra dead mode slow like it was yesterday. We do have some news at 9 o'clock. We got home sales coming out at 9 o'clock. FOMC meeting minutes are at 1. The statement is what I think usually provides more volatility, which we don't have today. Crude oil inventories at 9:30 if you trade that. So far, we are opening up technically inside value area from yesterday. We got value area high around 810 or so, 808. Heartbreaks. And 7:30, we got value area low. So a little 80-point range there. If we hold inside value area high and VWAP, then I would expect a rotation down to the overnight lows. We crack the overnight lows, expect the rotation to value area low, right? If we hold value area high and VWAP, then I expect the rotation to 820s. We pop the overnight highs, I expect new highs. I guess we technically hit all-time highs on the overnight session here. So yeah, I think it's a slow grind to the upside if that's the case. If we continue to kind of push the overnight highs here, that's the game plan. Opening up on VWAP typically is some chop. It's also opening up on settlement, so settlement and VWAP. Liquidity wise, it looks fairly split right now. Maybe a little bit more heavy on the downside. Quick little open flush maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Nvidia earnings today, yeah. FOMC I don't think will do much. I think Nvidia earnings will do more than FOMC personally. All right, good luck everybody. Let's have a day. Be patient. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for A+ setups. Markets are open. I will execute the setups when I see them. I like to wait the first 15 minutes. But my goal is to take a handful of very comfortable trades. That's the idea, right? Matt, how do you always improve in trading at the same time to keep being consistent and not change the way you trade in the process? I think it requires being somewhat comfortable in your strategy first off, and understanding that your strategy has an edge or makes money, right? But once you have that basis, it's very easy to continue to be good or get better while being consistent, because there's always things that you should be practicing on, right? Not every entry is perfect, even if it's following your strategy. Not every exit's perfect, even if it's following a strategy. You don't always have the right amount of discipline, right? Maybe you weren't patient. Maybe you got trigger happy, whatever. Those are the types of improvements that we're talking about. You can still be consistent while needing to be better, right? And while getting better. No one is perfect. That's the whole point, right? We already get the dad joke? No, we haven't. I'll do it right now. All right, Wednesday, May 22nd. Why did the envelope take so long to get ready? It had to get addressed. I'm gonna give that a solid 5 out of 10. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I thought the one yesterday about the VIX Vapor Rub was funnier. Alrighty, we had a little VWAP test here. We're 9 minutes into the market open. Markets have moved 24 points so far. I'm green lighted to trade in 6 minutes. We do have some juice down below, but this is really tight. As we talk about often, I hate shorting all-time highs. I think it's stupid to do. It's typically rocket fuel for us to go higher, right? Doesn't really feel like anybody cares about all-time highs right now, to be perfectly honest, though, which is a little weird. But whenever we get into all-time highs, everything slows down. Markets get a little boring and we just kind of float higher. Typically the way that historically has worked the last several years at least. And I maintain that same thought process. It needs to look incredibly heavy and be heavy for me to like want to look at shorts near all-time highs. Because overall, I think that we typically just push it. So I'm still absolutely like, for better or worse, long bias currently. Buy dips, sell rips, yeah. But it's mostly just from the school of thought of people love shorting all-time highs, people love fading all-time highs for some reason, and typically it just rips us way higher. ICT mentioned to you, what do you utilize mostly from him? Nothing. I don't trade the way that he trades, but we both trade futures. All right. What makes sense to buy? 5-minute open can potentially make sense to buy, seeing as we're trying to break out right now. We got buyers. We got liquidity through 50. It's a little aggressive, but 5-minute open could play. 1-minute open could also play. 1-minute open at 16. We got a little block there. And then 5-minute open at 26-ish. Significantly more aggressive. I'm gonna watch for the 1-minute open here. I'm in. One-minute open being the 1 minute first minute candle of the day, the high of the first minute. 1-minute open. 1-minute open, I guess technically is this. If I'm 808, but I'm talking about the 1-minute high, first minute high. There you go. A little bit of juice down to yesterday's value or high and VWAP as well. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Prior opens at 20. Rejecting it so far. Really prefer us to pop it, obviously. Rejecting 20 though. We do have point of control right here as well. Second test of it, typically usually pretty good for a little pop through. We'll see. Trying. I'm gonna go take that off. As a test of the overnight highs, I think we probably I think we keep going. I need to lock a green trade in to start the day, and I don't want us to float it off of the overnight highs. I don't want to float back down off the overnight highs, so I'm gonna lock my 5 points in there. You know, high was like 7 points there. It was that was a 5-point trade. Took almost 5 minutes. Full target would have been us damn near us running the highs, which I don't think is very probable. We are just in like very dead zone movement right now, just straight up. That's $101 per account. Got a decent slippage on 2 of them. I'm up $2,030 right now, so I'm happy with that 5-point trade. It felt bigger than 5 points. That's just the nature of the beast though, right? Great exit map. Yeah, it just I mean, look, exit, overnight highs, value area high. We had a point and control flip up. It's just a little sketchy. We're in the magical 20s, overnight highs, value area high, point and control flip. 4 things that make me a little scared to be in the trade still. But where are we at? We're at all-time highs, right? And what happens at all-time highs? We grind higher. I would have gotten my full 10-point fill there. I would have had to watch it go back to break even though, which is very unenjoyable. So I'm happy with my 5 points. Yeah, I could have gotten my full 10. I would have required me to go red on the trade after being up 5 points. And I think I would have been annoyed by that. Hey, chat. Honest question. What do you suppose the best way to find people who live in Austin or care enough to relocate to Austin for a trading office? Just like, not like this whole hardcore thing, but a space to trade. Tinder, Grinder. Okay. What's the best way to I said best way to find people. I think I meant what's the best way to log interest. Logging interest. Well done, by the way. Those are pretty quick comments on that. I'm not trying to raise money for one. I'm literally asking, like, if I open one and I only have X amount of seats, what's the best way to log people's interest who are actually interested? Great short application. I get a Google form actually might be an option. Julie just texted me. Why can't you get a sexy souped up Jeep instead of a stupid Ferrari that fits 0.5 persons? Julia, I don't know if you're watching the stream right now, but I'm sure the chat will tell you why. Because a Ferrari is cooler than a Jeep. Vince, Julia. Yeah, right. Vince.